Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes o buenas noches. Habla la profesora B y hoy vamos a hablar sobre los pronombres de complemento indirecto. ¿Okay? En inglés decimos indirect object pronouns. We're going to see what indirect object pronouns are. ¿Okay? Aquí tenemos los pronombres de complemento indirecto. El pronombre de complemento indirecto nos dice a quién o para quién se hace una acción. So indirect object pronoun tells us to whom or for whom we do an action. Okay? So in a sentence, usually you have subject, verb, and object, and it will be in the object position. And I'll show you in sentences in a little bit. Entonces, los pronombres de complemento indirecto son me, to or for me, te, to or for you, le, to or for him, her, or you, formal, usted form, nos, to or for us, os, to or for you, which is vosotros form, y les is to or for them or for you in the ustedes form. Okay? So it's something that you need to use in the sentences when you are doing something to whom or for whom you do an action. Okay? Ejemplos. Por ejemplo, yo les hablé a mi madre. So you have the subject, which is yo, hablé, which matches with the subject, and then you have the object. In this case, to whom or for whom you do something. I speak to whom. If you have that question, then you will find the indirect object. So a mi madre is indirect object. And whenever you have that, you have to add the indirect object pronoun le to him or to her in this case. Okay? Yo le hablé a mi madre. That simply means I spoke to my mother. So in English, you don't have that extra le, right? But in Spanish, we need to add it when you are doing something for somebody. Like speaking to somebody, washing the car for somebody, then you would have to add that indirect object pronoun. Elena te regaló los chocolates a ti. So Elena gave us a gift, the chocolates to whom? To you. Okay, it'll be te. And the reason why I have it in parentheses is because when you have te, it's to you. You already know that. And you put it right before the verb. Okay? The one that you have to specify to whom is le, because le can be to him, to her, or to usted. So you have to pick one of those to make sure that you specify a mi madre, then it's to her. Okay? But te, if you just write Elena te regaló los chocolates, we already know that is the to form. So a ti is not necessary unless you want to specify again and just mention it again. Okay? Marcelo les cocinó a sus abuelos. Marcelo cooked for whom? For his grandparents. That would be the indirect object. So you need to add the indirect object pronoun that is usually sandwiched between subject and verb. You see, Marcelo cocinó, right in the middle you would add the les. So in the middle you would add it, whether it's me, te, le, nos, os, les, to indicate to whom or for whom you did something. In this case, Marcelo cooked for his grandparents. They're the object, indirect object. So indirect object pronouns always go with some kind of a person in the object position. And indirect objects are only people, okay? People, not things. Marcelo cooked for who? For the grandparents, okay? Entonces, en pronombres de complemento indirecto está en concordancia con la persona que recibe la acción. So, the indirect object pronoun matches with the person receiving the action. Who cooks? Marcelo cooks. And who receives the action? Los abuelos. You see that? So, those will be the indirect object pronouns. Okay? So let's see if we can do some exercises. And I'll show you more examples. Escriba el pronombre de complemento indirecto apropiado me, te, le, nos, os, les. I'll do number 1 with you and then maybe you can pause and try to complete the rest and then come back and check your answers. Yo regalo. I give a gift to whom? To the book or to my brothers? To my brothers, huh? Entonces sería les to them. Okay? Les. So try to do the rest, come back, pause, and then come back and see if it's correct, okay? Háganlo y vean si está correcto. Ok, si regresaron, Alicia me habló ayer por la tarde. She spoke to whom? To me. Okay, yesterday in the afternoon. Tú le hablaste a Camila. Did you speak to whom? To Camila. So be le to her, right? Alberto te explicó toda la lección a ti. Alberto te, to whom? To you. Okay? So those will be the indirect object pronouns. So I will always put who's receiving the action. In this case, a ti, a Camila, a mí, a mis hermanos. Okay? Por ejemplo, María me regala un libro a mí. This means Maria gives me as a gift a book to me. Okay, to me. So you have to add that me between subject and verb. Okay? Michelle les lee un libro a los niños. Michelle reads a book to whom? To the children. Indirect object. Les, indirect object pronoun. Darth Vader le dice a Luke, soy tu padre. Okay? To whom does he say that he's his father? To Luke. Okay? A Luke. Entonces le, to him. Yo te pregunto a ti, ¿cuál prefieres? I'm asking you. So asking to whom? To you. Okay? ¿Cuál prefieres? ¿Pizza o hamburguesa? Yo prefiero hamburguesa. Y a ver uno más. Beyoncé le canta a la niña. Beyoncé sings to whom? To the child. Okay? A la niña. Entonces sería le. Okay? Ahora ustedes a practicar. ¿Qué cosas les regalas a estas personas? What things do you give as a gift to these people? So if you were to write a sentence, yo will be the subject, regalo will be the verb, and you have to think what object to whom. So yo les regalo una cena a mis abuelos. I give as a gift a dinner to my grandparents, to them, right? O yo le regalo unas camisetas o camisetas a mi esposo. Yo le regalo camisetas. To whom? To him. Entonces sería le. Traten de hacer oraciones con mi amigo, mis padres y mis hijos. Okay? So try to make sentences. What kind of gifts you will give to these people? So you start with yo. You put the verb regalo, and then something in between will come to them, to him, whatever it is. Okay? Sigan practicando. Adiós.